What up, everyone? It's your boy, September Ngala, the Reverend of the Revolution, welcoming you to another edition of your Daily Revolution, the podcast that helps you to wake up, turn your brain on to prosper every single day in every part of your life. Today's topic, how would you ever know? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Exhausted today. And the workout was called Annie, Running Annie. So you start with the 200-meter run, 50 double unders, 50 ab mat sit-ups, 200-meter run, 40 double unders, 40 ab mat sit-ups, 200-meter run, 30, 30, 200, 20, 20, 200, 10, 10, 200. Took me 21 minutes and 39 seconds today. It tapped me out. And I could feel fatigue coming. I'm like, man, this is, woo. And the reason why this is so significant for me and for you is really simple. See, in the past, I would tell all kinds of stories. Oh, I'm not in very good shape. Man, what's wrong with me? Right, there go the stories once again. But today I simply knew I'm a scientist. And my job as a scientist is to simply test what's working, what's not working, and to tweak it and to do it again. How would I ever really know if something's working? Only when I test it, aka put on my scientist hat, which I'm a scientist every day. So today I worked out, I stretched out, I tried to do some work after, but my body's feeling fatigued. And this is what I'm saying about how would you ever know? Yesterday, I know that I am at the core, I'm at the cause, I'm at the root of my fruits. I'm at the cause of everything. So instead of saying, man, I'm so out of shape, what's wrong with me, I'm not getting better, that's a destructive, disempowering, undistinguished story. Powerful people, they tell empowering stories, and they tell the truth. So I sat back, stood back, and looked at it and said, okay, well, let's take a look at my eating. Yesterday, I ate at 11 o'clock, and then I didn't eat again until about 6:15. There is a big, gaping 7 to 8 hour window in which I did not eat. I did not fuel my body. Why? I was just working. I was on the phone with clients. I was moving and grooving. And then about 5:45, 6, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. So I'm a scientist. I look at my day and I say, okay, I'm getting better. I just didn't eat. I did go to bed at about 9:15 last night, got some good rest, but I didn't fuel my body. Which brings us up to the topic. How would you ever know? See, you will never know if something works until you, drum roll, try it. You will never know unless you tried it on. So the question is, are you willing to try it on today? What are you willing to try on? Right now, I've been doing intermittent fasting. I've been changing my eating. I've dropped almost nearly 50 pounds in 10 months. But how would I ever know? Only when I try it on. Jesus said, if any man will do the Father's will, right, talking about God, he will know of the doctrine. What Jesus was saying is there's only really one way that you can know. And it's by living the principle, trying on the diet, trying on the workout, trying on hey, let me go and date my wife consistently or date my spouse consistently. Let me try this on. And I don't mean like, oh, we went on 2 dates, didn't make a difference. I mean, go date your spouse for a year. Put your kids to bed for a year. Like, try this on. And there's going to be days and times and moments where you don't feel like it. But how would you ever know? Only when you tried it on. So let's take a look at your body. Look at your physicality right now. Look at your weight. Look at your health. Look at your strength. Look at the power that your body gives you. How would you ever know if something worked? Only when you did what? When you try it on. When you try either some type of intermittent fasting, when you try some type of paleo, in the Samoan language, we say paleo. I don't know what the right one is, but paleo diet. Well, only when you try on eating fruits and vegetables or pure vegetables and greens. How would you ever know? Only if you tried it on. How would you ever know if CrossFit or Pilates or yoga worked? If you tried it on consistently. See, the problem is most people try it on for once or twice. Oh, it doesn't work. Bring you some Rocky Road. Oh, yeah. Well, we know what works for certain. That if you eat Rocky Road and cookies and cream and lots of breads and pastas and all kinds of garbage, where you're going to gain weight. Let's take a look at your spirituality. How would you ever know if something's true? Back in the day, I actually read this book of scripture called the Book of Mormon. And I tried it on. And I prayed about it. And God confirmed to me the truthfulness of the Book of Mormon. God also confirmed to me the truthfulness of the Bible. Those books changed my life. Now, this isn't to try to convert you to Mormonism. This is simply, how would you ever know if a book really worked? Well, you'd have to read the book. You'd have to study the book. You'd have to learn and understand the principles and the truths and the doctrines taught in that book, whatever book it was. And then you'd have to live it. Right? You got to live it with real intent. Some might even say you got to pray about it. I 100% agree. I ask God all the time, God, help me to know if these things are true for me. Help me to know the truth, capital T, truth. So spiritually, how would you know if meditation works? Well, you wouldn't until you what? Tried it on consistently. I remember trying on meditation, and it didn't work because I would try to meditate for 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'd say, oh, this sucks. But when I consistently tried it on, guess what? I knew it worked. Let's take a look at your relationships. Oh, one of my favorite things. Consistently take my wife out on at least 1 date a week. Why? Because I know what I want with her. I want an epic marriage where we touch, we love, we caress, we whisper, we laugh, we joke. Like we joke a bunch. But how would I ever know? Only when I tried it on and did it consistently. How would you know that the product, right? The lotion, the potion, the pill, the cream. How would you even know that worked? You tried it on consistently. Like the only way to really know something is you've got to try it on. And then you're going to see the fruits of your labors, whether they produce good fruits, fruits that work for you, fruits that don't work for you. So with your relationships and your kids, you're a scientist. Keep trying it on. Keep testing and tweaking. Quit beating yourself up. No need to beat yourself up, my goodness. Guilt and shame, put those hammers down. Ain't no need to do that at all. When it comes to business, oh my goodness, this is where most people just don't get it. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a salesman, if you are any type of person that has a job, a business, how would you ever know? Only when you tried it on. How would you ever know if, I remember doing a video on Facebook back in the day. I used to shoot videos on and post them on YouTube back in 2008, 2009. Like that was 7 years ago. And how do we know that it's effective? Because people consume videos today. People consume videos. They consume audios. How would you never know if it worked? That you consistently did it. I often tell my clients, if you're going to do a video on Facebook, do it for 30 days straight. Or do it for 60 or 90 days straight. How would you ever know that people are watching? Because they consume the message. How would you ever know that marketing works? Because you tried it on consistently. Again, you are a scientist. You are a divine creator. We are all creators. And you have an opportunity to try and to test and to tweak and to try and to test and to tweak, to course correct and then keep going. So the real question for you is, are you willing to try it on? Because that is the only way that you will know if something works. And drop the stories. Oh, it doesn't work. How many times did you do it? Oh, I did the diet for like 2 days. Oh, I did CrossFit for like 1 day. I went to the gym 1 week and it was so hard I decided to do something else. Do what? Put potato chips in your mouth, eating candy on the couch? Come on now. Oh, it's not, my business isn't working. Well, how long did you try the marketing? Well, I only put like, $100 into ad spend. Are you kidding me? I remember I told one of my coaches, I said, Russell, I spent like a couple $1,000s. She's like, yeah, that's really not enough money to really test. You want to start, when you spend about 5 or 8 or 10,000, it'll give you a really good idea. I'm like, cool. Right now I know. But there's only one way to know if something's going to work. Try it on. How would you ever know? Because you lived it. You prayed about it. You tested it. You tweaked it. You threw it up. Like on Facebook, you threw an ad up. You took your wife out. You took your kids out. And you did this consistently. As I said in one of my other podcasts, keep chopping wood, baby. Maybe another way of saying that is keep trying it on, testing, course correcting, and tweaking. Brothers and sisters, if you want to know the truth about something, live it consistently. Try it on with real intent and a sincere heart. That's it. This is your boy, Satem Mangala, reminding you, if you're going to create a life of real radical results, a life that you love, it's going to require you to pay the piper every single day to get to the top of your mountains where your prize, promised lands, and possibilities are waiting, just waiting for you. The revolution has begun. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.